milking routines. We start here at 4:30 in the morning and take one of the groups to the milking, start the rotary and the rowboats, and then we get another group. And so on. The milking is finished 10:30, 11 o'clock.
We think we are going to have the same group, yeah, of people working here, but they can do other things during the milking time, and the cows is getting more milk and the calves is getting better. I mean, you have the time to take care of sick animals and stuff like that.
The number of cows have been reached from 30-50 before we start to now we have 450, 470, but it's the same crew. The maximum count is 900 cows, I think.
The work is better for the worker right now because they don't have to hand milk all the time, so their body is feeling better right now because they don't have to work that hard. It can probably be easier to get people working in the barn if you have a AMR, I think so. It's more interesting and it's not that hard work.
We have worked with DeLaval since 2001, I think. We're helping them with the Ultra Windows, with the computers and that. So I think that's one of the reasons why we get the question to go on in this project. And it's have always been good to work with them.
Okay, so you get it from the horse's mouth, so to speak, or from the farmer's mouth. What I'd like to talk about now is just a little bit of the history of where this has come from. We started this journey probably with the VMS quite a long time ago, and as we moved into the success with the VMS, it became very obvious that we needed to continue to look at how we can continue to automate the activities on the farm, because our customers have some very strong dynamics and it's very important for them to remain profitable. Some of the key dynamics that they have are around labor and are around managing the farm in the most efficient way. And that's where the smart farming objectives come in. So this installation that you see here is very much a part of smart farming. Smart farming, of course, is the integration of the whole. You've seen Herd Navigator as well. It's very much integration of the herd management, the Herd Navigator, the diagnostics, and all of the sensor technologies to improve the efficiency on the farm itself and to ensure that we can have smart milking, but not just smart milking, profitable milking and flexible milking for our customers. When we milk smarter, you obviously improve your ability to manage labor. Here, they've decided that they want to utilize the labor in a different way. There's an opportunity also to reduce the labor costs, which is one of the larger costs on a farm today. It's also one of the more difficult things to hold on to. It's not necessarily so difficult to get the labor onto the farm, but skilled labor is one of the issues that we face throughout the world today. And this opportunity, this AMR, replaces a lot of the need for that skilled labor in the milking part of a dairy operation. And if you ask around the world, most of our customers would absolutely, with a great deal of passion, talk about how they love dairy. If you ask them how they feel about being in the pit twice a day, they might have a bit of a different opinion. It's hard work, and this is one of the areas where we've concentrated on reducing that labor demand upon them. We started this collaboration here back in 2005 in Australia with Dairy Australia. And we started there because we wanted to understand how we could work in a grassland environment, which is one of the toughest environments for this kind of operation, and then have applicability to all other kinds of environments. So we started with an installation first of VMS, and then we installed the first platform, which was a 16-bale experimental platform. As you saw today, we now have a 24-bale platform. That is the standard platform. That's the only platform that's available. the 24 bale, and that's the one which will give you the 90 cows per hour, and it'll give you the capacity opportunities. We're on a test farm, so I hope you give us some opportunity to have some leeway on that. But of course, it's still a commercial farm to our customers, and it has to pave its way. It has to pay its way as we go forward. When you talk about the benefits on AMR itself, I think the first one we need to discuss is profitability. Any of our customers around the world is always very close to understanding their profitability. You have a lot of inputs. You've got feed inputs, you've got the labor inputs, you have a lot of requirements from authorities, you've got the manure management, effluent management, and it's all about managing all of those inputs to ensure your profitability. So our job, our duty, is to deliver products and solutions to those customers to be able to manage that profitability in a better way and manage their operation. Because managing the operation is not just about the extraction of the milk. It's running a food production business, and this is what this is all about. We also have the opportunity for more milk per cow, a better milk quality, and lower milk harvesting costs, also again tied into the labor. Talking about farm management, if you begin to free up your own labor and your hired labor onto the farm, obviously you can then begin to spend more time on the management aspects, on the welfare aspects, the animal welfare aspects, on the nutritional aspects. So you begin to be able to focus on areas which have a higher added value in terms of your farm's productivity. And with the integrated herd management, you begin to have a whole management system with the automation, the herd management, the sensor technologies, the diagnostic technologies that we're delivering. You actually come to a situation where you have much more data available to you, but data is no good if you cannot operate it in a standard way. So we tend to use standard operating procedures and data by exception to identify, for instance, sick cows, to identify ketosis, etc. So this is the important thing you need to remember when we talk about smart farming. Gathering data isn't the end of the game. Like any data gathering operation, it's what you do with that data and how you deliver it to your customer. And the integration of the automation is critical to that. Okay. Then flexibility. I think probably this is one of the keys that maybe people don't fully appreciate. The AMR operation that we're looking at today is a very, very flexible operation. This happens to be a retrofitted platform that we see today, but the basic standard is that you can invest once in just one teat attach and one teat clean robot, or you can increase your investment depending upon your ambition for your farm, for your production. So there's a lot of flexibility built into this platform. It doesn't mean that you have to consistently buy new platforms to increase your capacity. You can make that first investment, and then there are lower levels of investment to actually increase capacity as you move forward. The capacity starts at around 300 cows, goes up to around 800, 900 cows, and it fits very, very well with the VMS capacity and the automatic milking capacity, because it is a large herd, high efficiency opportunity which steps in when you start to move to those larger cow sizes or larger herd sizes. So in that respect, it is a very good opportunity for our customers to make the investments when they want it, as they want it, and how they want it. It suits all types of farming operations. We have, as I think you probably know, just installed our first full commercial operation. And basically what it means is we have grassland operations. We're just putting in our first full commercial pilot farm in Tasmania, Dornof Dairy. And we are also going to be putting in operations in European-style farms. So it's basically open to a global applicability. And it can also, as we talked about today, either be operated on an automatic or a manual mode. So there's a lot of flexibility for the farmer to milk the cows as they want. They can take sick cows, they can identify sick cows in there, they can manual milk those sick cows, they can divert them out. So there's a lot of flexibility in the way you actually manage your herd. Not much more to say to that from that perspective. I think probably it's best now to hand over to the owners of this farm.
Welcome to Odensviholm. My name is Karin, and this is my husband,
Stefan.
Well, I am born and raised on this farm, so
and Stefan and I have 2 children. Erika, she's turning 18 tomorrow, and a son, he is 15. And they help us work here on the weekends and holidays, but they don't want to become farmers right now. Or never, I don't know. I'm going to tell you a little bit about the history and the farm. The Odensviholm farm were built in the 1600s, but was mentioned already as early as the 1300s under the name Harry. In 1971, my grandparents and my father and uncle come here to Odensviholm as a leaseholder, and they brought the farm in 1979. My grandparents later sold their shares in the farm, and instead my mom and aunt came in the company. 2008, my brother Fredrik and I bought out our aunt and uncle. So the owner of the farm right now is me and my husband Stefan, my brother Fredrik, and my parents Lars and Agneta. The farm currently consists of 870 hectares, so I've been telling some of you the wrong before. 220 hectares of fields, 105 hectares of pasture, 355 hectares of forest and some water. In addition, we lease 145 hectares of fields and 40 hectares of pastures to ensure we have the land we need to run the business. The food that we're producing is mainly grassland that is harvested 3 to 4 times a year. 60 hectares of autumn wheat for threshing and 100 hectares of spring wheat and field bean, which is taken as a whole crop silage. The farm also has a biogas plant where we utilize the manure from the farm to produce electricity on the farm, and approximately we produce approximately 1 million kWh a year, and what is not used on the farm we sell. At the moment we are 5 members of the family working on the farm, and we have 7 employees, and they are working in the barn and outside in the fields. Yeah.
Okay, my time. As you heard, it's an old farm, and it's been cows here a long time. Already in the early 1800s, they built a big barn here with place for 120 cows. And that time it was a very big barn. But unfortunately, it was destroyed in a fire in 1983. And after that, we built a new barn. And yesterday, for 11 years ago, it was the first time we milked in our newest barn with a rotary. We started milk in the morning. We milked 130 cows. We were 9 people trying to milk them. It took us 3-4 hours. And the easiest part was to stand in the rotary and put on the milk machine. The other one who tried to get the cows in the rotary have much more to do. But things went better and better. And after half a year, maybe 1 year, we start to discuss here that the job to stand down there in the rotary should not do by human. It must be so we can do it by robots. And we hope that someday someone will bring us something.
Do something about it.
Yeah. And 2009, February, we got a call from DeLaval, and they asked us if we want to join them in a project to start automatic milking in a rotary. And I talked to the family, I talked to the staff, so we have all people with us, and they say yes, and
They say, yes, go for it.
yeah. Yeah. So we tell DeLaval that we want to go on this project. So we started that summer to longer the barn with 220 more places for cows. The house was ready in September 2009. Then we took 50 places there to build a herringbone stable, I think it's called, to 16. So we can milk when they changed things in the rotary. So we milked there from late October to early December. And then we get back to the rotary and start milk there manual and see so the system is working. And in the February, I think it was February or beginning of March, the robots were there and we can start milk with them. The herringbone stable we took away now in March. We have it for backup, but we haven't used it since last summer. And now we milk. Today we milked 415 cows, I think, 390 of them with the robots, and the 25 last we milk manual. And that's no problem to milk manual in the rotary. It's just turn off the robots and put on the machines by hand. The yield right now is 29 kilos per day with a fat with 4.2 and a protein with 3.6. The cell count is a little bit over 200,000. Sometimes it goes down under 200,000. We haven't seen anything neither good or bad with the robots on the health of the cows. We can say that it's the cows with the teats very wide now been milked better because we don't have any organ now, what they call us. There are approximately 1,000 animals on the farm today, 480 milk cows, and then young stocks. We have 100 bulls left. We are phasing them out to give more place to the heifers. And I don't know if you recognize it when you arrive here. The cows are out now, and they are so. They can go out. Two groups can go out during the day, and two groups during the night. And they are out when the weather is okay. When it's rained too much, we have them inside, and we have them out to late September. We have them 1 or 2 years. We have them out in October too. They don't eat much grass outside. They get all the feed inside. It's just 2 or 3 first week now they can get some grass outside. And the cows eat a mix with grass silage, corn silage, straw, sugar bait cut, grains, protein mix, and minerals. The corn, the maize, have we grown here every year, but we don't do it this year. We decided to go for whole silage with spring wheat and field bean instead.